Hey everybody, welcome back to another one of our live videos. Today we're doing a little bit of a science experiment here. We're going to learn all about erosion. So if you'll remember, erosion is the movement of dirt or other sediment because of some external factor like wind, water, or something else. So today we're going to be talking specifically about water erosion. And so this is an experiment that you can do right at home, super easy. As you can see here, all I used was some Shakespeare cups. There's a more classic version of this experiment that uses 2-liter bottles. And if you look up 2-liter bottle erosion experiment, that'll come up on whatever search engine you're using. But, you know, I've always got Shakespeare's cups hanging around, so that's what we're going with. Now, the idea is that each one of these is a little bit different. This cup has only soil. This cup has soil with mulch on top. And this cup is planted soil. Now what we did was we've got holes cut in the bottom of each of these upper cups, and those are sitting on top of another cup, just kind of nested in there. So what we're going to do is water each of these. The water is going to collect in the cup that it's nested in, and then we're just going to kind of compare the amount of sediment that's in the water. So let's go ahead and get started. I got some water right here. We're just going to pour that right up top. Now for our next one. Right over that mulch. And then last but certainly not least, we're going to water. These are radish microgreens, by the way, so if you remember our video the other day where we started a tray of microgreens, this is what those will look like. And these are definitely able to be harvested. Might be what I do after our video. So let's go ahead and start with our just soil cup with nothing else. You can see in there, it's pretty dark and got a lot of sediment in there. A lot of that soil washed out of the cup and into this bottom cup. Now let's take a look at our mulch. It's looking pretty similar. It's a little bit clearer, not too much, but I can see the bottom a little bit more easily than on the other one. So still dirty, but just a titch clearer. And lastly, for our microgreens, we're going to look at that, and that is way clearer. Of course, it's still a little bit dirty. There's still a little bit of sediment, but a very different color from the other two. Now, the reason that is because these radish microgreens have actually put down the roots. Those are roots down there throughout this entire cup. And what that does is that helps keep the soil together. Because roots, we know they're super helpful for the plant, right? They help uptake water and nutrients from the soil or whatever growing medium they're in. And they pull it up through the stem into the leaves so the plants can grow. But the roots also help the soil that they're in. They help keep that soil together. All those tiny little hairs, which you can't really see here, but if you ever have a chance to pull up a root and look at it, all those tiny little hairs on it will actually hold on to that soil. It will prevent it from being washed away. Which you might wonder, why is that important? Why don't we want our soil washed away? Well, just think about what we use our soil for. We use it for growing. If our soil is washing away, A, that's less soil we have to grow our food, and B, that soil is going to wash away some of it. And some of my civil engineer friends like to tell me, water always goes one way. And that water is going to flow towards a stream or a creek or some other waterway in the community. And while our soil on our farm might be great for growing these plants, there's a lot of nitrogen in it, and that is not good for the water. So by making sure that our soil is not there, we can make sure that we're not losing our soil and not hurting our waterways in that way. And so next time you come to our farm, you can kind of see that as you walk around in our field rows. you'll see that even the beds that we don't have planted, we have covered up. Because even that is better than having nothing at all. Well, thanks for joining us again today, everybody. We'll be back with you tomorrow for a fun craft. I think Saxon will be leading that craft with you. And we will see you then.